Greetings and welcome to Let's Play Dark Souls. And my name's Spelko. And then we're gonna be male. And we're gonna start off with the thief because we want to grab the master key. The master key is useful because it allows you to get early items that you wouldn't necessarily be able to do. But most of the times I would not recommend it if you are new to the game because it will basically it unlocks different areas of the game that shouldn't be available to you quite yet at that time. So we're gonna be a thief with the old rich ring, so we can actually listen and talk to one of the NPCs in the game without having to go and get it in other means. If not, I would have just grabbed the master key. But my goal is to basically play the game just by using the bandit's knife, which I believe is the one I'm currently using. So let's start.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the scales, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
And then the game begins in the Undead
Yes,
Asylum.
indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
Until now.
This is your fate.
Oh, hello, buddy. Alright, so now we start the game at the Northern Undead Asylum, grab the dungeon key, and use it. Oh yeah. So, yeah, right stick moves the camera. These are just the developer notes, just telling you how to play the game. So, if I can actually hit. So that noise, that stomping, is actually that guy right in there, who we won't be fighting for a while. Strong attack. And you can run. And so, I should be saying this, that I am currently playing on PC, on the Steam version. And the PC version honestly isn't very good unless you apply DS Fix. And even then, there are some issues with the game. Like every time I boot the game up, I always get like weird jittering effects early on in each time I turn the game on. Like just there I had one. So here's the bonfires, which basically act as checkpoints, and they fully hear your character as well. So if you look carefully, you can actually see a guy, one of the demons that we saw under there, like basically his brother, standing up top here. Let's open this up. So he's just gonna drop down. Oh, that bloodstain is actually from a real life human player who died. And we're just gonna avoid him for now because we don't have any good weapons. And light the bonfire. Okay, I'll shield. Oops. It's been a while since I played this game. Alright. So there we go. Okay. Backstab. For 6 damage. Bandit's knife. What? No. As you can see with the bandit's knife, I'm doing a lot more damage than with that cruddy broken dagger. Yep. Just go like that. Oh, actually, the old witch ring actually starts equipped. The old ring from an old witch, engraved minutely with indecipherable script, but seemingly useless. Yeah. It has no effect in terms of gameplay. It's something you use just to talk to one character, and that's pretty much it. So there was that guy that saved us. Well, dropped an undead into our cell that had the key for some reason. Backstep. And roll. As you can see, we can't get in there quite yet, but if you look up there, it's hard to see, but there is a border up there, which... Ow. We'll break through there.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you.
Yes.
You and I were both undead. Hear me out.
Just...
Regrettably,
Yep. Yes.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know." Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So the Estus flasks, they basically act as potions. They will heal you, and I only have 5 uses right now, and so let's say I use all 5, go to a bonfire, they go back to 5. So you don't need to worry about saving Estus flasks for later in the game. And then like a champ, he kills himself. Now I was hoping for a backstab. And we use the key. Oh. The jump attack is pretty good, but sometimes things don't always end up working out. Use it on this guy. It's basically like an upgraded strong attack, the jump attack. And holding a weapon with 2 hands, naturally, as you would assume, would cause more damage, which is true. Plunging attack. Parry and riposte. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, you can't parry that attack. Forgot. You can only parry... Oh shit. Yep, there we go. And it basically does a critical attack with every parry and riposte. I'll take an Estus flask and prepare to face this guy. So that's it for part 1. Join me for part 2 as I take on the Silent Demon.